Hi there. On this week's video, I want to talk about consistency. Consistency is key when it comes to weight loss across the board. It's the consistency piece that will give you weight loss that is sustainable. Have you ever tried a new diet and had all the best intentions, but after a few weeks, life just simply gets in the way? If you're listening to this live, you're probably like mid-January, have a good groove on your weight loss and getting back into healthy eating and exercising, which is awesome. I love that you're here and wanting to continue to improve on your weight loss journey. So I want to prepare you for what's coming though. You will hit a wall, usually within 3 to 4 weeks, of healthy eating, dieting, and exercising that you may seem like the consistency piece just gets too hard, okay? Or maybe you get to the point that you haven't seen the weight loss that you expected and you just toss it out the window, okay? And you go back to all those old habits. Or maybe you have just found yourself in this great exercise routine, love the way that you're feeling stronger and have more energy, and super proud of yourself for getting back into the routine of exercise. But then the kids start to get sick, or your parents need you much more, or work stresses, or longer hours of work. Other things start to get in our way of our exercise, okay? So, or maybe if you're like me and you're in perimenopause or have hit that menopause, postmenopause stage, and maybe you've just not slept well for a few nights. Maybe those dang night sweats are getting in the way of your sleep, and now you're just simply grouchy and you don't want to do anything or don't want to stick to that weight loss plan. And you're just too tired to get it all done. Okay. Have you been there? We all have. We've all been there to some degree. Okay. And it's okay. This is called life. Okay. Weight loss is never a steady line down on the graph. Weight loss is always up and down. So is our motivation is up and down. So learning how to continue weight loss and keep it consistent over time is where you're going to see the best benefits in your weight loss attempts. Okay, so today I want to share with you 5 ways that you can create consistency in your weight loss journey here. And I want to share, I went through and really thought about all my most successful clients over the past couple of years and what they seem to be doing best in their weight loss as far as the consistency piece. And I want to share those with you today so you don't get stuck in this inconsistent journey of weight loss. Okay. If we've not met yet, my name is Nicole Dalton. I have been a physician assistant for over 20 years now, and I turned menopause weight loss coach. I specifically work with women 35 and over to lose weight in perimenopause and menopause. If you are ready to take a deeper dive into learning more about weight loss during perimenopause and menopause, then I actually have a free weight loss class that I want to share with you today. I will link that in the show notes below, and you can learn the 5 steps to lose weight and make it sustainable through perimenopause and menopause. So join me in on that master class. I can't wait to see it inside. And lastly, if you're wondering what it looks like working together to hire a coach, to getting a coach for your weight loss journey, I would love to invite you to a free weight loss strategy session. In this free 30 minutes, we talk about and explore what your weight loss goals are, where you're getting stuck, and I help you create an individualized weight loss plan going forward. I will share my calendar link so you can get your weight loss strategy session scheduled in the show notes below. Okay, let's dig in here. I want to share 5 simple ways to make your weight loss consistent this year. And these are taken from all the clients that I've worked with over the past year and a half. And what I've noticed the trend is for the women who have been most successful in their weight loss journey, it always comes down to consistency, okay? If you think about an athlete who wants to run faster, okay? Or me, like I just want to run faster, right? So can I expect to just go on the track and start running fast and do that for a couple weeks and then be all of a sudden like super fast Olympic speed fast? No, like that is going to take, I mean, probably never. Let's be honest, I will never be that fast to be an Olympic sprinter. However, if I wanted to shoot for that goal, then that would take me years of work and months and days of grinding through those daily consistent habits over time. Okay, so I can't expect, so same thing with weight loss. You can't expect to go super hard at weight loss for 2 or 3 weeks and then get frustrated because you're not seeing results. Well, don't expect that in the first place, okay? Because it takes weeks and months and years to create sustainable weight loss habits that will stick. Okay, so it's way more. We know that weight loss is way more than just following a diet. There's way more to it. Okay, so one way to be consistent is ditch the rigid rules. Okay, if you have a diet that you're wanting to follow that, or maybe you are following it, that you can't eat your favorite cookie on it, well, get rid of that diet, right? It has to be a diet that you can stick with and eat that way forever. Why grab Optavia shakes or all these protein shakes and drinks? Are you going to drink a protein shake the rest of your life? No. Are you going to buy Optavia meals the rest of your life? No. So don't do that now. Learn how to create consistency, okay? And if you want to eat a cookie every day, then eat a cookie every day. We just have to balance out the rest of your day to accommodate for that one cookie that you want to eat every day, right? You should not have to be so rigid in the rules and cutting out like all the carbs or all the food groups, right? Like you need to follow a whole food, hopefully mostly plant-based diet to live the longest in your health and longevity, okay? That has been proven by science, backed by the blue zones, okay? So basically no rigid rules. If most of your foods are healthy, nutritious, real foods grown from the ground, and you still want a cookie every day, then that's fine. Eat the dang cookie every day. You're still gonna see weight loss with consistency over time as you work on your weight loss, okay? So ditch the rigid rules. The second thing is, again, it's gotta be fun. If your healthy eating habits are not fun, you will not stick with it, okay? How do you make healthy eating fun? You might ask when you hate a piece of broccoli or you hate all vegetables or you just don't like any of those healthy foods, right? How do you make it fun then? Well, guess what? After you get all the crap away, like the sugar and the flour, and you're eating all real food, after really just a couple of weeks, your palate changes. You start to want that broccoli or that piece of fruit that maybe you didn't really like before, but now it is tasting extra flavorful. And it's amazing how much fun I have had exploring all the different foods, what's inside these foods, and why they're so healthy for us and nutritious, and all the energy we feel and the less bloat we feel when we're eating real food. So make it fun, get excited, get curious about all this food we're putting in our mouth, right? We're feeding ourselves. If we eat 3 meals a day for a week, that's 21 meals every week times 52. I should have done the math, but that's a lot of meals. Okay, that's a lot of meals in your year. So you have to get to the point that you enjoy food, that you're comfortable around food, and make it fun. That's the best way, okay? Third thing, let's talk about lapses and relapses. So I get it. Life is life. No one's perfect, and that should not be your goal, okay? That's too rigid. That's, perfection in any diet or exercise routine is way too rigid. So we have to look at, okay, so say I do have a night out with drinks with a girlfriend, or say I do go out to the Mexican restaurant and eat extra chips and salsa. That's okay, right? That's what I call, what I work with my clients, I call that a lapse. What a lapse means is we've got this healthy plan, we stick to it 80% of the time, maybe 90% of the time, but that's okay if we go off of it a little bit here and there. That one extra dinner out with extra chips and salsas or the extra margarita, it is not going to deter your weight loss goals or your health goals. However, if you let that one night out turn into the next day of, oh, screw my workout, I feel too bloated and swollen today and too tired, or heck with my healthy eating day, I'm going to eat that darn pizza and have that beer today too. You don't want that lapse, that one little lapse. You've got to know how to not let all those lapses count up into a relapse. So a relapse means lots of lapses, right? It's when we have a relapse, that's when we start to gain weight, or really your weight loss stalls. Okay, so one lapse is fine, no big deal. One breakfast, one lunch, one dinner, whatever that is, not a big deal. Get over it. Stop the all or nothing thinking, okay? Get back to your goals as soon as you can. Maybe it was a bad week. Maybe, a tragedy hit, something happened in your life. I get it, okay? Life is life, and sometimes that happens, and your meal plan goes bonkers, or you just didn't have time to get to the store, whatever the reasons are. That's okay. Just get back to it as soon as you can, okay? So, and one thing I feel like that helps get back to your weight loss goals after a lapse is the fourth reason here is know your bigger why, okay? I find that diets do not teach us this at all, okay? Diets are good with, here's a plan, follow it, and then you'll lose weight, but they never teach us how to keep it off, okay? In order to keep it off or get back on track when we've gotten off track is if you know your bigger why. Why do you want to lose weight? Why do you want to be the healthiest version of yourself? I have a client who came to me, her name is Margie, and she specifically just wanted to hike faster to keep up with a big trip she had planned to the Galapagos that coming summer. She needed to hike at a certain speed to be part of this hiking group. And once she knew exactly what she was working towards, that specific goal, she was able to lose the weight, able to get to her hiking goal, has been able to keep it off because she continues to make goals for herself going forward. Okay. So maybe, what is your bigger why? Do you want to just simply be able to sit on the floor and get back up? Do you want to sit on the floor so you can play with those grandkids? Do you want to run around with those grandkids pain-free? Do you want to do your first 5K or your first half marathon or your first triathlon? Maybe you want to do more stand-up paddleboarding or kayaking and not tip over. Whatever your big goals are, what do you want to be doing more of? Okay, you got to have a big goal in mind because that will help to steer you back on track when you get off of track. And if you don't know what you want that to look like, then spend the time and do it. Okay. So that's what we need to get at. The fifth reason, or the fifth way to keep your weight loss consistent is look at your weight loss like experiment. Okay. That's what I talk to all the ladies I work with. Look at this like an experiment. We're going to start here and we're going to start losing weight. Okay. And we're going to hit a time that you plateau, or maybe the weight loss is going up, or your weight loss is going up, or maybe you're just not seeing the results you want. So then we need to tweak things, okay? We have to look at it as an experiment, because so often we get in a rut of got to do it this one way, and if it's not working, we just give up, okay? But if we look at it with more of a curiosity mindset and try to figure out, okay, why isn't this working? Oftentimes we get back to food logging and really get that data in front of us, so we know, okay, I haven't been eating enough of this food, or we need to take out more of this food or add back in this food. We need to know more of the data with food logging right in front of us, and then we can get more curious and make specific changes, okay? So get honest with yourself, okay? And look at your world around you when it comes to weight loss and curiosity. Why aren't you going to the gym when you know you want to? Why didn't you meal prep when you wanted to? Like, what else is going on that is holding you back? And looking at it more like an experiment rather than beating yourself up. So I'm curious, does all of this make sense? Do those 5 simple ways to keep your weight loss consistent, does it make sense? I would absolutely love to hear from you. I want to know what you feel like would be the most effective way to keep your weight loss goals consistent over time. What will help you the most? Is there one of these ways that will help? I'd love to hear from you. Leave me a comment. Please hit like and subscribe to my YouTube channel so you'll get weekly notifications of a new weekly video. You can absolutely lose weight in perimenopause and menopause. I know it's hard. I know it's stubborn. I know you've done everything right, but you still notice this weight gain. I get it. I've been there. I get it. But I'm here to tell you, you can lose weight. It can be simple. You just need a little extra support, a little bit more consistency, and just to get you on the right track, and you'll be amazed at what your body can do for you and the weight loss results you can get. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comments. And whenever you're ready to schedule your free weight loss strategy consult call, please click the link below and we can have a better, longer chat.